Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to this today's Japa inspiration. Today is actually a very special day, at least in Germany, in the place where we are. It is Akshaya Tritiya, and it is a day where whatever we do today will carry a lot of strength and will continue to go the way it goes today. So it's very good that today we will try to have a wonderful japa, and hopefully we'll keep having a wonderful japa during the whole year up to next year, Akshaya Tritiya date where we can renew again. I think for those of you who were there the previous time, we had I think 2 or 3 times we were having the Japa inspiration based on service attitude and serving the holy name. And I have now, we together with my wife, we have the chance to be in the ashram of our spiritual master in Berlin. And last week, after the Japa inspiration, Maharaj asked me how went my Japa inspiration. I told him about the mood of service, chanting the holy name in the mood of service. And he said something very interesting. He remembered a question that he was asking to Haripasha Prabhu. That was during the previous retreat in Golokadam. The question he asked Haripasha Prabhu was, how can we hear Srimad Bhagavatam or hear about Krishna in a mood of service? How can we hear in a mood of service? And Haripasha Prabhu said something very interesting. He said, your hearing is in a service attitude when you have faith in the speaker. When you have faith that the speaker is speaking something, then you are in the right mental frame. You are opening yourself to hear, and you are fully there. But if you have doubt in the speaker, then when you hear, you might be yes, maybe not. Oh, why is he saying this, and so on and so forth. And you will not be able to be in a mood of service. So I found very interesting to see how the service attitude can be based on actually the faith that we have. And I notice also in the chanting of the holy name, how much faith do we have that Krishna is the holy name himself, that they are non-different. So I decided to base our inspiration today on faith. And we can see that in many places it is written that faith is actually the foundation. We hear in now the name of the book, Chandrika, Madhurya Kadambini. Madhurya Kadambini is a book of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that speaks of all the stage of bhakti, and it's actually start at faith, at Shraddha, and goes up to Prema. So this is like a very essential foundation that we need in our spiritual life. And there is a prayer of Prahlad Maharaj. I'm studying now Prahlad Maharaj for the soon appearance of Lord Nishingadev. And he's speaking to his school friends. And Prahlad Maharaj said, my dear friend, if you can place your faith in my words, simply by that faith, you can also understand transcendental knowledge. Just like me, although you are small children. So just by putting the faith in the word of Prahlad Maharaj, simply by that faith, one can actually understand this transcendental knowledge. And this simple faith in the words of the Acharya will also allow us to understand or get the aha effect of what we are hearing from them. And we know that Srila Prabhupada and so many other Acharya are telling us that the holy name is non-different than Krishna. So if we hear that with faith, then we should be able to have the aha and eventually realize that. Now, a question that can come is, what if we do not have that faith? What do we do in that case? And there is a beautiful answer written in the introduction of Bhagavad Gita. I was looking this morning for this quote, and I noticed how much nectar this introduction of Bhagavad Gita has. I was just like point after point after point, so beautiful. Anyway, Prabhupada writes there, he said, the person who is trying to understand Bhagavad Gita should at least theoretically accept Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And with that submissive spirit, we can understand the Bhagavad Gita. So even if we do not have faith, we can at least theoretically accept and remain in a submissive spirit. And that's enough. That actually will make it. So we will start chanting. We will try to have the faith and connect or remember that Krishna is non-different than His holy name. And when we chant His holy name, He is personally present. And then from there, of course, we can serve the holy name and feel the holy name's presence. But we work on this faith that yes, the holy name is there. Sometimes my Guru Maharaj make it in a rhetorical question. What if it will be true? What if Krishna will be the holy name? What will happen at that time? So that's our entry today in the Japa inspiration. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. So the second inspiration on connected to faith, actually the second and the third one are inspiration I already gave. It was quite some times ago, I think 2 years ago. And the one we will look at now is the faith of Srila Prabhupada in the holy name. There was this famous story when Srila Prabhupada was receiving sannyas initiation. The priests were reciting mantras, and in the room, in the corner of the room, was Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, and he was chanting the holy name. And at a certain time, the chanting of Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj was maybe a little too loud for the priest. So the priest looked at Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj and gave him the sign, chant softer, we have to chant our mantras here. And Prabhupada looked at Krishnadas Babaji and gave him the sign, keep chanting, because Prabhupada had the faith that the chanting of the holy name, especially by such advanced devotee as Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, will be most auspicious. And something actually quite similar happened when there was the inauguration of the Krishna Balaram Mandir, where Prabhupada invited all the priests to say their mantras just to make sure everyone will accept the temple as authorized. But he was later saying that actually the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra was the real installation. And there is actually another situation before Srila Prabhupada went to the West. Two disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Sarasvati came to London. They were trying to spread Krishna consciousness, but they came back without success. And one day, Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj met those two sannyasis, and he asked them, he said, why did you did not get any success in London? And why did Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada, got so much success when he went to the West? And of course, the two sannyasi did not know what to answer. And then Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj said, Srila Prabhupada's success was because he had this unflinching faith into the chanting of the holy name. And one beautiful picture that came to my mind is when Srila Prabhupada was in King Square Park, when they started to come out of the temple and chant the holy name in public. And there are videos when you see Prabhupada chanting and you see all the people around, some are dancing, many are watching, and you can see how grave Prabhupada is and how absorbed he is into the chanting of the holy name. And he was seeing the miracle of the holy name. He was seeing how the holy name was now acting, was alive, was transforming the heart of people, was attracting people toward him. And I thought this is actually a very, very beautiful scene that we can take in our heart, and that we can imbibe this faith that Srila Prabhupada had, that the Holy Name is present and that the Holy Name can actually make a miracle. The Holy Name that we are chanting right now can make a revolution in our life, can transform deeply, deeply, deeply our heart. So we keep this remembrance in the heart. We stay holy name with the holy name. We chant, we serve the holy name, and we witness the miracle. We observe the transformation that will take place. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. The last inspiration for today, we will follow the inspiration of a young child who had a lot of faith. It is sometimes say like childlike faith, like children usually have a lot of faith. Whatever we tell them, they will believe it. And this is the story well known of Raghunandan Thakur, who was a young boy. He was the son of Sri Mukunda. And one day Sri Mukunda had to go somewhere, and he told his 5 years old boy, please today you do the offering to our deities. But he said you have to do it very carefully because this is the standard of our previous generations. Our deity was worshipped by our ancestors, and so you have to do it actually very, very nicely. So Raghunandan did the offering with great care, as good as he could, according to how he saw his father doing the offering. But when he came after the offering and looked at the plate and saw that everything was still there on the plate, he became actually very sad that his offering had not been accepted by the Lord. So he cried and he pleaded so strongly that the deity appeared and came to and started to eat the offering. And then, of course, Raghunandan was very happy and he brought the offering, what was left, if there was something left. And in the evening, actually, there was nothing left. The Lord had eaten everything. And in the evening, Sri Mukunda, the father, came and asked, where are the remnants of the Lord? And then Sri Raghunandan explained that the offering was successful. The Lord ate everything. And Sri Mukunda was thinking, how is it possible? My son is usually honest, he's not lying. Why will he lie now? So he asked his son to do again the offering the next day. But the next day, the father was hiding behind the curtain and looking how his son was doing the offering. And again, the son pleaded so strongly that the deity appeared and started to eat. And the father was just watching from behind the curtain and saw and look and saw the deity was eating. And then the deity looked right in the eyes of Sri Mukunda and did not seem to be at all uh, disturbed that Sri Mukunda was looking at him. And then he just gave him a beautiful smile, a generous smile, and then the deity got frozen with Ladu in his hand. And then it was clear for Sri Mukunda that his son had a lot of faith. He had a lot of faith that the Lord was there in the deity, and he was pleading and crying to the Lord to please appear and accept his offering. So this is a very beautiful story of faith that we can actually take along with us in our chanting of the holy name, that we can also cry and plead to the holy name. Please, I know that you are there. I know that you are real. Please accept my offering. Please accept the small amount of attention that I can put in my holy name. Please accept it. Please accept it. So we have faith, the holy name, and Krishna are non-different, and we chant in this mood. My dear Lord, I know you are here. Please accept my offering. Knowing that you are there, I want to do my chanting like Raghunandan did his offering, with really great care and intensity of heart and calling for the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you for joining today. Hope chanting was good and hope it will last by the power of Akshaya Tritiya. Thank you for joining and wishing you a wonderful week, wonderful chanting, and Krishna willing, we meet next Monday for the next Japa inspiration. We will be close to Nishinga Chaturdasi, so we might combine our japa in meditating on the pastimes of Lord Nishingadev. Thank you all for joining. Wishing you a wonderful week. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you so much. It was very helpful. Let's offer our chanting to our God sister Rameshwari Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, we have a God sister who left her body yesterday, and yeah, we can offer our benefit for her. Thank you for mentioning Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.